You want a duty pistol, AR, pistol caliber carbine, or bullpup shotgun? Smith & Wesson has what you need. Today, we're going to dive into the Smith & Wesson lineup and walk you through the best Smith & Wesson models we've used and come to trust. Smith & Wesson just dropped its most advanced and feature-rich AR-15 product line yet, the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Axe series. A highlight of the Axe series is Gemtech's gas venting and control system integrated into the rifle's upper receiver. The design significantly reduces gas blowback when firing suppressed, addressing one of the most common complaints among suppressor users. Each rifle barrel also comes equipped with a Gemtech ETM flash hider. Built around a forged 7075 T6 aluminum receiver set, M&P 15 Axe rifles are chambered in 5.56mm NATO and shipped standard with ambidextrous controls, a Radian Raptor charging handle, and a customizable M&P grip featuring 4 interchangeable backstraps. In addition, Williams folding sights offer out-of-the-box usability, and all rifles include one 30-round magazine. Internally, the Axe series relies on a Carpenter 158-bolt 8620 steel carrier and a chromed firing pin. 3 of the new Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Axe rifles wear an all-black armor night finish and come with a Magpul CTR stock, Midwest Industries Free Float M-Lock handguard, and a choice of 16.1-inch, 14.5-inch, or 11.5-inch barrel lengths, each tailored to specific shooter needs. For those seeking more refinement, the Performance Center Axe model adds premium upgrades like a Hypefire enhanced duty trigger with a copper PVD finish, Radian ambidextrous safety selector, Magpul DT carbine stock, and a sleek comp gray Cerakote finish. MSRP ranges from $1,559 for the compact 11.5-inch version to $1,649 for the upgraded Performance Center variant. Building off the popular Shield design, Smith & Wesson has evolved one of its most popular handguns into the M&P Shield X. The first and most notable design change comes in the grip. The Shield X has a deep beaver tail cut for a deeper purchase and a more secure grasp, also lowering the bore axis for the shooter. The redesigned grip texture is aggressive without being overly coarse. The Shield X also features a new slide design with front slide serrations for those who like to press, check, or charge the handgun from the front. An integrated front rail and squared-off trigger guard allows users to mount a variety of light and laser accessories, and an RMSC optics-ready footprint provides direct mount red dot capabilities. When utilizing an optic on the Shield X, Smith & Wesson's clear sight cut is designed to divert gases away from the red dot glass, preserving an unobstructed view. The iron sights are metal, featuring a blacked-out rear sight with a bright green night sight post in the front. The Shield X feeds from flush-fit 13-round magazines, and an extended 15-round magazine is included. A 10-round compliant version is available as well. While it's a bit larger than the original Shield and even the Shield Plus, the upgrades may be worth it for shooters looking to step up their carry setup. Despite being one of the oldest American firearm manufacturers with a catalog of well-established and time-honored models, Smith & Wesson's recent history has shown the company's willingness to innovate. With its M&P product lineup, including everything from rotary-barreled pistols to dual-magazine tube shotguns and folding pistol caliber carbines, it's the latter that the company has updated with the M&P FPC and 10mm auto. The original folding pistol caliber carbine, chambered in 9mm Luger, uses a simple blowback action housed within an aluminum tube receiver and folds horizontally to a length just slightly longer than its barrel. The 10mm FPC is identical, except with slightly larger dimensions. It weighs 10 ounces more and is a quarter-inch longer overall. The rifle's 16.25-inch barrel, with its muzzle threaded, takes advantage of the impressive ballistics that the 10mm cartridge can deliver from a long gun. A tungsten-infused recoil buffer system helps to contain that power. The rifle's full-size grip and texturing is borrowed from the M&P Big 10, and it uses the same interchangeable backstrap system and Performance Center-style flat-face trigger. Function and controls are also the same as the 9mm FPC, with a bilateral bolt release, cross-bolt safety, reversible magazine release, and ambidextrous charging handle placed behind the action. Supplied without sights, the FPC is optics-ready with a Picatinny rail running the length of its handguard. M-lock slots on the handguard provide additional places to mount accessories. The rifle uses 15-round M&P 10mm M2.0 handgun magazines, 3 are supplied with each rifle, 1 in the action with 2 spares in the magazine carrier built into the stock. A version equipped with 10-round magazines is also available for those who live in areas with magazine capacity restrictions. The Smith & Wesson M&P FPC 10mm has an MSRP of $699. After decades out of production, Smith & Wesson brought back the venerable Model 19 revolver in a big way. Purpose-built for concealed carry, the Smith & Wesson Model 19 Carry Comp is constructed with a 3-inch barrel complete with the company's trademarked power port, a compensator located at the top of the barrel that directs propellant gases upward to reduce recoil. Built with a 6-round cylinder, the revolver is complete with a trigger over-travel stop and features a tuned action from the gunsmiths at the Performance Center, providing consumers with excellent single and double action trigger pulls. At the top of the gun, users will see a tritium illuminated front sight from Trijicon that provides sighting capabilities in low light conditions. The black blade rear sight is user adjustable. The revolver is equipped with custom-made wood grips, and Smith & Wesson also includes comfort-enhancing synthetic grips with the gun too. The cylinder and frame on the Model 19 Carry Comp are constructed from carbon steel, while the barrel is machined from stainless steel. The overall length of the revolver is 8 inches and the gun weighs in at 34.1 ounces unloaded. The suggested retail price on the Smith & Wesson Model 19 Carry Comp revolver is $1,092. This is the first PCC from Smith & Wesson to be based on the popular AR-15 chassis, which makes it compatible with many existing parts and accessories for other PCCs. The response is chambered in 9mm Luger and uses a blowback-operated action with a spring and buffer housed in a receiver extension and an AR-compatible fire control group that uses a flat-face trigger. The action is contained within a polymer receiver that's comprised of upper and lower halves. The muzzle-threaded 16.5-inch barrel is surrounded within a 15-inch polymer handguard with a Picatinny rail extending across the top and a generous number of M-lock slots on the sides and bottom. The rifle's controls are in standard AR format with a left side safety lever and bolt release, a right side magazine release, and a rear-mounted charging handle. The Magpul MOE SL buttstock telescopes to 6 positions, and the rifle's overall length is 32.13 inches fully collapsed or 35.38 inches fully extended. Where the response differs from other AR-type PCCs is in what Smith & Wesson calls its Flex Mag system. The magazine well area of the lower receiver is detachable. This allows for the rifle to utilize multiple formats of magazines. The rifle ships with an installed magazine well adapter that accepts Smith & Wesson's own M&P series, and 2 23-round extended magazines are included. An accessory adapter for Glock pattern magazines is also supplied. Blending tradition with innovation, the Model 1854 Stealth Hunter lever-action rifle lineup raised the bar while maintaining the Model 1854's fundamental foundation. You might think that a lever gun should be made of deep-blued steel and walnut with maybe a bit of brass thrown in. That's all very classic, but modern materials make more sense in the hunting field. To that end, Smith & Wesson gives the Model 1854 Stealth Hunter a black synthetic buttstock and an aluminum forend with M-lock slots cut in for easy accessory attachment. Other Model 1854 variants might have flashy metal on the receiver, but the Stealth Hunter is blacked out. The rifles feature a flat trigger design, a large loop lever for simplified shooting with gloved hands, a removable magazine tube, and a fixed synthetic stock in black with textured grip panels. In addition to the all-black Armor Knight finish, Model 1854 Stealth Hunter lever-action rifles come equipped with an extended 10.5-inch Picatinny rail for mounting optics, a new T6 aluminum forend with 15 M-lock compatible slots for attaching accessories, a high-vis H3 fiber optic front sight, excess sights, adjustable rear ghost ring sight, and a shortened 16.3-inch barrel, making this fast handling in tight, brushy conditions or inside a cramped stand. The muzzle's threaded so you can easily attach a device, even a suppressor if you have your paperwork done. The Stealth Hunter is currently available chambered in .44 Magnum, .357 Magnum, and .45 Long Colt with 8-round capacity for $1,399 MSRP. In a crowded AR-15 market, consumers are looking for the best bang for their buck, and most look no further than the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport. The Sport 3 represents the continued evolution of the series, offering additional features while keeping the rifle's cost reasonable. The most obvious change is that sport rifles now come standard with a 15-inch free-floating handguard. The handguard has M-lock slots in the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions and a full-length M1913 Picatinny rail in the 12 o'clock position that mates up to the upper receiver rail. No iron sights are supplied. The other changes lie underneath the handguard in the form of a low-profile gas block and a longer mid-length gas system instead of the carbine length system used in previous sport versions. Smith & Wesson claims this longer gas system increases reliability and decreases felt recoil. The barrel now has 5R rifling with a 1 to 8 inch twist rate to stabilize a wide range of 5.56mm bullet weights. Other features from the Sport 2 have been carried over, including an integral trigger guard on the forged lower receiver and a 6-position telescoping stock. The rifle is available in 2 versions with either a 30-round magazine or a 10-round magazine supplied with the rifle. Both versions of the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 Sport 3 have an MSRP of $799. Another micro-compact worth considering is the CSX E-Series by Smith & Wesson. Available in 2 9mm configurations, consumers can choose between a 3.1-inch or 3.6-inch barrel with options that include 12, 15, and 17-round magazines, as well as 10-round compliant variants. CSX E-Series pistols are also optics-ready and utilize an RMSC footprint. Due to this added feature, these pistols now include Smith & Wesson's clear sight cut, designed to strategically divert gases away from the optic lens, leaving an unobstructed view. The CSX E-Series utilizes a modular grip adapter that allows the user to size down their frame for deep concealment or size up for better handling and increased capacity. They also boast an enhanced trigger that has a light, clean break, improved reset, and straighter pull to the rear to aid in accuracy. Additional features include interchangeable backstraps, ambidextrous controls, standard white dot sights, and a flat black finished frame. Smith & Wesson's CSX E-Series pistols command an $80 premium over the original CSX for an MSRP of $699 for either barrel length. Smith & Wesson J-frame revolvers have been popular carry options for decades. They're low maintenance and don't require frequent oiling or delinting after months of carry. The muzzle can be pressed against the attacker and the gun will still fire at contact range. The Model 340 PD is obviously a premium offering, featuring a 2-piece sleeved barrel, scandium frame, and titanium cylinder. The dimensional rundown is cut and dried Smith Snubby, a 2-inch barrel, 6.3-inch overall length, 5-shot cylinder, and synthetic grips. Coming in at a feathery 11.8 ounces, the Airlight moniker's well-deserved. Its lightweight combined with a short 2-inch barrel lets this gun disappear no matter how you choose to carry it. The bright green high-vis fiber optic front sight's very quick to acquire. Blessedly, the flat-top bracket for it provides a whisper of square-post sight picture to make grouping the gun easier. Additionally, J-frames have a heavier trigger pull than most semi-autos, especially common striker-fired options. This adds another level of safety that many shooters find comforting. On top of this, the scandium-titanium combo makes for a distinctive two-tone silver-black effect. The Smith & Wesson Model 340 PD, it's chambered in .357 Magnum, which means it can also use .38 Special. While .357 Magnum has quite a bit of recoil and flash from a short barrel, sometimes it's good to have options.